Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, friends. Wow, do we have a lot of things to cover. And guess what? None of it matters. Keep your bull market hat on. Moo. And just stay long and stay strong and stay focused. We're going to go through some news, friends. I'm going to pump for you some nice, beautiful pump music, friends. This is some extended pump, okay? We're going all the way. 43K Bitcoin. $43,000. Why are we even here? You know why we're here, friends. It's because of Jim Cramer. Okay? 5 FUD tweets. 5. I'm in shock. So, I'm kind of hoping Jim Cramer, imagine Jim Cramer says like, yeah, all those crypto coins, they're really trash. Number go down. Imagine he actually talks about the altcoins. Oh, gosh. Now we definitely know we're getting the season. I made a special announcement. You're going to see it coming on soon, friends. A few special announcements. So, firstly, we're entering optimism phase from the Wall Street cheat sheet. We are, okay? We're entering the new optimism phase. You're going to go through, watch a little clip video, just explain for you where we are. Optimism is basically we're starting to get cocky, okay? Not euphoric. We're starting to get cocky. We're starting to get a bit like, yeah, we're going to kill it, right? I dare you to fade me. I dare you. See, I'm saying that now. I'm a good temperature gauge for this, okay? After that is thrilling. Thrill. Thrill is when people, they actually start to use leverage. What did I tell you? Use leverage at the bottoms when it was trash, okay? But in the thrill part, people start to use leverage, and I am having way more fun, right? Thrill, you're going to have more fun too. Like there's going to be more entertainment, boxing matches, who knows, like all these entertainment. Woo! Thrill, okay? And then you come into like the top phase where you finally have euphoria, okay? So, you know, moving along these things, we're going to see them play out. And I hope that we have a good temperature gauge, you know, to report on it every step of the way. So, Bitcoin, right, $43,000. And FTX say they're going to repay the customers. But this is the sad part, man. This is why it's really sad, friends. The FTX customers, they get back Bitcoin at $18,000. And they get back Ethereum at $1,300. And I think their Solana's $12. So, it's very sad if you're in that world because that's what you got to deal with. And it is what it is. Like, look, you can think of it two ways. Yeah, it sucks. You got scammed by the cucumber eating soy boy. But on the other hand, there's going to be a lot of opportunity here in crypto, friends. Because if we are truly, think about it. Even the people who believe that we're going to have a Great Depression, deflationary bust, and the yield curve is right and everything, even if you're in that camp, so, you know, we don't know. To get that, we got to go super euphoric first. We got to have like a really aggressive trap. And aggressive traps, why are they aggressive? They need to happen fast. So you might find like that the next 12 months is the same size as a traditional 24-month bull market for crypto, right? That's what we're just traversing to see. So this is the Bitcoin chart. We're looking at this weekly super chain. You can see what happened here, right? We poked down here and we're just sitting around. But there's nothing really to gather from this. You know most of the move is done. You know when we look at the fibs, we're still hanging around this zone. Also, this is really important, friends. I'm going to speak about this later. This is my Link XRP prophecy. Look, it's up to 0.36. So ChainLink to flip XRP is only now, oh my gosh, it's only, wow, 2.7x away. Man, I'm just telling you, if I'm right about that ChainLink prophecy, am I also going to be right about the PulseChain prophecy, which is PulseChain flips Cardano? That's a 9x away. Now, here's the thing. If Cardano does a 4x and we do 9 that's 36x from here. That's crazy, okay? Maybe in the next leg, Cardano does a 2x and then we do 18. Now, that's nuts. And when we sit there, we shouldn't unflip it. You know what I mean? It's not like you don't accidentally do all this volume to do the hard work. So it's just making you wonder how high we're going to go after that. And also, speaking of PulseChain, Teddy Bear, right? So Teddy Bear poked through its new all-time high price, being the first coin from 2023 season to tremendously recover after a minus 90% drop. Is this a sign for others to follow? This is the chart right here. You can see Teddy Bear, right? It actually poked the high. I'm just going to take this out. So you can see it came, it literally poked that high. Now it's covering out here. But, you know, if you put on the pulse price, you get to see how low these things really are. This is the real chart, friends. Like this basically means, man, you can go like 5x and then maybe massive euphoria comes around here, okay? So all these other charts as well, you can see Tangang is at 6 cents. But remember, it didn't have a minus 90% drop. So that's why I just reported it. So it's very cool to see this volatility play out. That's what you want. You want to see you got tested with a minus 90% crash in Teddy Bear, and now what goes up? Remember, Teddy Bear is part of the Airdrop ecosystem. So hopefully everything keeps moving. You can also see in pDAI, right? pDAI went back to its top too. All right, it went back to its top, but it's come back down. This is nothing, man. Looking at this, I know it's 30%. This volatility is insane, but looking at the pulse pricing as well, look how low we are. Still, look how low we are, man. We haven't even gone. Imagine we go to a fib extension. So this is just all you do. You just do like a fib extension. You go, wow, how high can you go all the way up here? Maybe I'll just do a clone box here just to add it, just so we know, because I'm not going to doubt these, friends, because these are all cycle 1 coins. Okay, cycle 1 coins. You know the whole. If you're going to go sell the top in anything, which is basically the equivalent of this is pDAI. Remember as well, friends, there's a fake pDAI. So this is DAI from PulseChain, okay? There's a fake pDAI token. Don't buy that on PulseChain. Actually, the ticker is DAI, all right? But if you're just going to come and sell a top here, this only should be done for, like, I'm not joking, Litecoin and like XRP and basically existing very high market cap coins. For low market cap, new cycle 1 coins and stuff, you shouldn't be selling near these all-time highs. You shouldn't. It did have a trap you in ticker Bitcoin, Harry Potter Obama, and there's, I think, Dog with a Hat. It did trap you, and I'm going to show it to you quickly. This is ticker Bitcoin. You can see on this second time here, right, it went up heaps, and then like someone made 1000x from here. See, it went here and came back to the high, and now it's come back down. You have that. That's a trap. And you also have Dog with a Hat. You can see it went up, and then if you come out here, it's also kind of rolling over and trapping. But these are unique because they're huge sizes, friends, because Dog with a Hat hit 400 million market cap to get there, and so did ticker Bitcoin. So this is not like any easy feat when you're looking at these. Ticker Bitcoin hit, I'm going to do the number just to show you. Wow, yeah, 200 million market cap. Remember, Teddy Bear's only like 30. So just like give you an idea of like, as you get bigger and bigger, the distribution phase is more aggressive, right? And we're nowhere near even close to that. It could be like another 10x. It could be another 10x, and then it drops 80%. It comes back to that, and then makes like this slower high. And then it doesn't mean like exit everything. It just means like, hey, you just might have a consolidation phase for a while as everything sorts itself out. And also, speaking of sorting itself out, Celsius, friends, are distributing $3 billion to creditors, which includes $1.5 billion of Bitcoin to be dumped. Nobody says they're dumping, but you all know they're lying. Now, I made a post here. A lot of you guys liked it. I'm calling them out for their BS, friends. You're very welcome, okay? Please keep your back straight. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, all. A lot of people were thanking me because now they're starting to see the light from me. I'm adding so much value. That's exactly what I do for you, because a lot of people have said to me, yeah, I can see your point now, my friend Somi. I can see your pointy elbows and the actual point where these Celsius creditors, friends, this is the funniest part. They're saying they're not dumping. You know what they're saying? They're saying that they're going to get their Bitcoin collateral that they thought was gone to zero. But now they're going to go leverage long more Bitcoin. Can you believe this BS? You believe me to expect... You really think I'm going to believe that piece of trash excuse? That is the biggest load of BS I've ever heard in my life. They're dumping, dude. They're dumping. It's just that they don't want you and me to panic and for it to wick down, for them to get like a 30% less move. They don't want to open their mouths. They want it to push higher and higher, okay? But here's the thing. We know Bitcoin's done anyway. I just report it on you just so... We're here to kind of flex. Can we read the crowd? Can we see who the insider scum are? And can we see the fake out and the game of strategy? That's what it's here for. It doesn't really mean there's any real Bitcoin move to be done here, right? We also reported US Fed holding rates, okay? And this promotes a longer alt season. So they're expecting the rate cuts to be on May 1st. But I'm going to check it with you right now. And it's actually interesting. This is the Fed Watch tool, friends. The Fed Watch tool, it's funny. You know the market. This is interesting. Okay, see this ease part? Now, Jerome Powell literally came on and said, we don't think we need a cut in March. He actually said that. But the market, instead of going to 0% chance of a cut, it's still at 37%. Look at that. You see that? There's an ease of 37.5%, which is represented here. And this is no change, 62%. So do you see? This is crazy, right? See, the markets... It's starting to call their bluff. It's like, basically, it's not like the market is like a group of honest people and journalists with like striped ties going, wow, golly gee, what an open, free, fair market. You definitely don't eat bugs. All right? It's not like that. There's so many insiders with more information than you and me, people who control the future, who know the future, the bug eaters. So friends, the bug eaters got friends, other bugs, and they got like lady beetles and caterpillars, and then like they start putting in like moths. You know what I mean? A moth's bugs, we kind of float around, then a bit of a butterfly here and there, and eventually you just go down, then a frog comes in there, okay? Because they're hanging around eating the mosquitoes, you know, and then eventually we get the rats, which they think we're rats. So they're bug eaters, okay? And do you see how as they leak to each other, bug eaters spread to the moths and the bugs and ladybugs and caterpillars can come too. It starts spreading out here and there, and then eventually it just hits us. We're the final end. That's why the moves start to reverse after the worst news or the good news finally comes out. You see? So this ease of 37%, basically what it means is whatever's coming next, the insider bug eaters, right, and the hedge funds and all these other finance money, all the cheap money, they know it's so dangerous, so bad, the eventual big move, that they are still willing to bet on the rate cut. They're still willing to like not give it away for free, basically, because they know whatever's coming, right? It's kind of like if you go back to September 2019 and you go, hey, I know a zombie virus is coming. I don't know the exact month it's going to take over. But because you know it's coming in the back of your mind, which is what people did. Okay, we actually saw it from August. From August 2019, they knew zombie virus was coming. The yield curve inverted. They're like, hey, at any moment now, we know this thing has been planted out to the world. Okay, pandemic. We don't want to be like massively betting against the market because, friends, they have like so much size. It takes them like a month to reverse the position. So that's why it's moving billions and billions and billions of dollars. You can't just like do a Uniswap flip and go, sweet, I'm just buying in. Okay. But then if we continue right into the next March. So what I've done is this is March 2024. So if I can click on May, okay, in the May meeting, look what this says. In May, it says there's an ease chance of 96% up the top. See that? One cut, look at that. One or two cuts, 96%. So this is, friends, they have 60% chance of 25, 35% chance of a 50 basis point cut. Look, man, I'm telling you now, that's something's going to crack. You don't do that accidentally, man. The market's literally saying you're going to cut twice, buddy, and it's coming around soon. So that's why, yeah. You know what? If we get that 50 basis point cut, friends, you just please listen to me. All of your super leveraged, super pumped up, risky leverage positions and altcoins and stuff, just consider trimming them out, okay? Because think about a cuck. Think about a soy boy with a hunchback, with slippers that have no fluff at all, and they're still sidelined, which they are. That's the final cue for them to get in. When the Fed goes, we will now cut rates, and all the money printer memes are going to come out, and they're going to cut rates. They can never hike again. That's what people are going to think entitles them to up only there. No. The entitlement was listening to your friend Somi, who told you to buy in the depression when they were still hiking. You understand? You learned this. I also found this really interesting. You know, Tether, friends. Tether made $2.9 billion of profit. And here I am to take you, right? They take your USDT, they earn yield on it, and then holding stable coins is for cucks. And this is what I literally have. This is the juiciest freaking news. You know what? When I watch other influencers deliver this stuff, they're either monotone, they're like, oh, and they either talk like that, they're reading off the teleprompter, or they don't want to talk bad about the sponsors because they're affiliated here and there. Okay, I'm literally the only guy telling you stable coins is for cucks. You do not fornicate with stable coins pre-euphoria. You understand? Is there euphoria? No. Are you wearing your pants? Yes. Am I wearing my pants? Yes. We're still wearing our pants on. We have not started to eat jelly beans. All right? There's no glitter anywhere. You're not doing handstands. Okay, when this happens, friends, you know, time's changing. But right now, stablecoins are for cucks. It's also interesting, Tether making so many billions of dollars. You just wonder, man. I wonder if that Tether FUD, friends, is just finally one day they're going to get us in that next bear market. But it's just interesting, right? I'm telling you. Ivan's watching my show, friends. Sir Ivan the Great. Of course he watches my show. Everyone knows that. But Ivan's starting to learn. He's starting to see, I think a bit of my bull hat is rubbing off on him, where I'm starting to say, you know all that bad, your worst fear news? it never comes on the green candles. Isn't it spooky? It only comes on red candles. Your biggest fear, an exchange going down, Tether going down. You're only at risk of that bad news when there's red candles coming. Interesting, right? There's a famous stock market saying for traders and stuff. They say basically all the bad events in stock market history, they all happen when the stock market is below its 200-day moving average. Okay, so that is exactly saying what I'm saying to you. It's like, I don't know why, man. It's just crazy. It's spooky. It's like the bullish biggest news come out on top of green candles. Why? I don't know why. It is what it is. Preordained, unicorns, fairy dust, insiders, the market. Don't know what it is, okay? Look at this. Ask Ripple, friends. We already made a video on this. Ask Ripple, Chris Dumpson. So he's the CEO. He got hacked for $130 million. I made a dedicated video to this because, man, if you're an XRP, we gotta have a long talk, okay? I've made long talks for you because you can still hold it, man. Look, okay, you got a $500 XRP target, 1000x. Okay, sweet. Rotate a third to ChainLink, rotate a third to Pulse, and then leave your 1/3 in XRP just in case it goes your 1000x, all right? And see what happens. That's it. Just see what happens because XRP has been dumped on for 6 years. This is the worst part, okay, because I introduced with this juicy news, okay? The hackers took $113 million, sent it to 10 exchanges, and they started dumping. And what's the sad part is, you know, a lot of people, friends, in the comment section, unfortunately, they haven't done their research, but I understand they haven't because who wants to research this garbage? They thought this was a large dumping. But what they don't know is, and I've shown you on the charts, their CEO, he's dumped 1.2 billion. So he's dumped himself 10 times larger than what the hackers have dumped. 10 times. What do they have to show for it? Zero. How much value do they add in 6 years? Zero. What did they do with the liquidity model for Ripple? They forked Uniswap v2. Hayden Adams, who used to be a friend of the channel with real DeFi Uniswap, but now is an enemy of all the channels out there being fake DeFi Uniswap. He made Uniswap's code in his underwear with hot pockets. Now, apparently, friends, he like backstabbed someone else as well. It kind of reminds me of the Facebook story. Shout out to the guy who told me that story. Yeah, that kind of sucks that the real original thing. So just to let you know, this will happen with Uniswap, friends. Just to let you know how much the VC insiders are in. So somebody had funded for Uniswap the early days for the code. Okay, it was a VC. It was it was like a personal friend. Like maybe he's like an Ethereum dude. Okay, it's kind of like if you ran a project and someone like David Feeder, right? David Feeder has the PulseChain staking and stuff, and you know, it's like loved by the community and stuff with PulseChain. It's like imagine he funded your project. Like instead of doing a sacrifice phase, you're like, hey, I'll give you like 100 grand to bootstrap you. It'll pay you. That's how little it was back then, by the way. They gave him like 100 grand. You're like, hey, you don't need to work for 2 years. It's 50K salary at the start. It's funny because they're worth billions now, right? 50K salary, and like, sweet, just code something and see what happens in this crypto stuff. See, that's being early, friends, by the way. The dude coding in his underwear. Now, what happens is he ends up like basically destroying the contract with him, and he ends up dogging him, and then he ends up getting bribed basically by VCs, and VCs and other scum come and took it over, and they go, don't worry, we're going to have big dreams for you. We're going to expand. All they did was expand their pockets. So in a nutshell, that is, I'm paraphrasing all the details. Who cares about those little details? But you just get to see what happens, friends. You get tainted by this money coming in. Now, there's nothing wrong with money coming in. It's just let the community win. That's what crypto is here for. Remove the middlemen. Not let me introduce more middlemen that stops adding value between me and the end user. Sad, right? Also, learn from this. Binance have now added to the Bitcoin Ordinals top signal by launching a marketplace for minting and trading inscriptions. I released this to you recently, friends. I think it was yesterday. I forgot what I did. OKEx Exchange started allowing the trading of inscriptions, and they let you store support for Ordinals, which is Dogecoin inscriptions and all these. They're just JPEG spam everywhere. And the mania is done, friends. The mania is done. You are now old news. I understand. Yes, that was exciting to have Bitcoin JPEGs and stuff, but friends, what you're doing is, okay, I've got a Ferrari for you, and there's a lot of alcohol inside, and there's babes in there, and there's glitter, and you know what? You got 5 Ferraris in the garage, okay? And that's Ethereum and all the EVMs, okay? And then someone comes over to you with a tricycle, bring, bring, with a little bell. And the bell's really shiny, right? And yeah, the tricycle has a little cup. And it's got a lid. And in there is, of course, jelly beans. And you're like, whoa! See, the novelty, friends, eventually it wears out. Because what happens? A week later, it's raining. You can't go pick up babes in a little tricycle with a little bling bling. I mean, you can, but no one can fit. And there's not enough jelly beans in the cup, right? You ate them all on the way. You see, these are the problems of Bitcoin and the reality of the situation. Now, the only reason why they keep doing it is because, obviously, Bitcoin's got all the money. And they're like, I like... So what happens is there's a scale, friends. There's a scale of, okay, we're in absolute dog shit land of... We're like, no, give me the highest risk. It's a bull market. But people in Bitcoin land, they're happy to just move one step over. Because there's a scale, right? There's like full-on Bitcoin maxis. And then there's people with 99% Bitcoin, 1% altcoins. And then 98% versus 2% altcoins, 98.3, you know? And they slowly talk to each other. And people bridging the gap there. So if you're in Bitcoin Ordinals, I don't know what to tell you. Just good luck. Also, friends, Jupiter. So Jupiter did a very big airdrop, and a lot of people made a lot of money. There's people out there saying, I made $1 million. Come follow me. Come follow me. You know what this reminds me of, by the way? Arbitrum. Guess when all the farmers, grifters, engagement people came in on Arbitrum after the airdrop was done. Arbitrum has literally gone nowhere in a year. Okay? It's gone literally nowhere. Nowhere. See, Arbitrum didn't even drop 95% for you to buy the low and recover back. So you didn't even get that opportunity, just gone nowhere, okay? Because the insider grifters, they know not to distribute too hard. So they keep the volatility low, which is actually trash, okay? But it just showing you, they released the airdrop. And releasing this airdrop it's always bearish because the insider teams, they want to distribute all the coins, okay? And you can see it from the chart. That's basically, hey, let's release the coin. Nah, look at these. Just people go 35%. See ya, I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. You get, this is what happens, man. This is what happens. Look at this. It's still 5.88 billion market cap. Yeah, that's right. Billion launching there. You know, these things don't work out well. So best case is you go sideways for like a year and a half. That's usually it. Now, a lot of people saying, hey, Solana's the second coming here and there, but learn from Bitcoin Ordinals, right? They did a big move. There was a season. You get retailers in. You get dumped on. And then you become the boring old thing in about 90 days from now. Okay, so congratulations if you did that. You can keep doing your airdrops and staking stuff. I don't really care. I've already helped enough people. And I've told you exactly how it's going to play out. You're going to get so jealous, all right, of everybody who bought and held. It's not going to be funny, all right, because my Baby.Cult members have been DCA buying with their wages. They've sold gold. Sorry, Uncle Peter Schiff, who watches his channel. They've sold silver. They've sold stock. Some people have sold. One dude sold. He had like, it's got 3 cars. Doesn't really need a third one. You know, get like 6 grand out of it and go dump it in an altcoin, man. Maybe you're going to make like, or strong core altcoin as well, friends. You make like a 20x on that. You have like 120K, pay government to tax. You know what I mean? Like, there's a big opportunity there. One friend, right, he wanted to sell his car. He's trying to get 7.5 for it. And I told him, I go, look, not financial advice, but bro, I order you right now. Sell that car for 6, take that offer right now and go freaking throw it in altcoins. Just a few months ago, like PulseX went up 6x. Imagine you're still sitting on the market trying to get like an extra like $1,000 from this car that may or may not sell. Okay, so these are beautiful opportunities that arise. Now, this is real opportunity coming, but hunting stuff that everybody's already spoken to you about that is popular ain't the way to go. Okay, you know exactly what time it is, friends. Time for a bull market. Like, subscribe, belly button. No, I'm wearing a bull hat. Catch you soon.